After 15 seasons of playing Abby Sciuto on NCIS, Pauley Perrette has officially resigned from her post as everyone's favorite crime-fighting scientist. And we are missing her already. So, why did Perrette choose to bow out in the first place? Read on to discover the real reason she left the show, page 5, and everything else you need to know. Perrette's final episode aired on May 8, 2018, and she will be missed. She's been a beloved character for years. CBS Without a Doubt. Perrette's been a beloved mainstay on the show ever since she brought the character to life in 2003. In fact, she's been a fan favorite for over a decade. According to TV Insider, the actress has scored the highest Q rating, a metric that measures a celebrity's appeal, of any TV actress. For the record, Abby is also the longest-working forensic expert on TV and the third longest-serving female law enforcer on primetime, the publication reports. Next, saying goodbye is never easy. She's dealing with the grieving process. Pauley Perrette is still adjusting. Charlie Galley, Getty Images. For the Trevor Project, a sense of loss is difficult no matter what, even for an actor who's left a role behind. And the case is no different for Perrette. For 15 seasons, her job was to play the same character on a hit series, day in and day out. So naturally, Perrette is dealing with the grieving process as she transitions into her life off the show. In an interview with Tracy Smith of CBS News, Perrette said that during the time leading up to her final episode, she would cry on her way to and from work. And we totally get it, leaving any well-loved job is an emotional roller coaster. Next, this is how she felt about Abby. Perrette is proud of the female scientist character she played. She's proud of the character she played. CBS, you can't make it 15 seasons on a show without having some connection to the character you play. Or at least, that's what we'd assume. And in Perrette's case, she has admiration for Abby in spades. Abby made science cool and attainable for young women, she told Smith. And this television character did more than encourage it. It made it cool. It made it exciting. It made it fun. Next, she may be more like her character than you realize. Perrette actually studied science herself. She brought her own knowledge to the role. CBS. Despite the fact that Perrette has blonde hair and no neck tattoo, unlike Abby, who had jet black hair and tons of ink, she actually has more in common with her character than you'd think. Turns out, police work has always intrigued the actress in real life, too. Before putting her acting chops to good use, Perrette studied criminal science in college, and even went on to pursue her master's degree in New York. Next, here's what she had to say about leaving the show. That is leaving the show because the time was right. The actress released this statement about her exit from the show. Pauley Perrette. Via Twitter, fans may have been upset when Perrette made her final appearance on the show, but they weren't surprised. Months before her exit, Perrette announced she was leaving NCIS in a tweet she posted in October 2017. The tweet, which shot down false rumors as to why she's leaving, including a skincare line and issues with the network, didn't mention the real reason behind her decision. But we've since learned more. During an interview with TV Guide magazine, Perrette revealed she chose to leave simply because it was the right time to do so. Nothing more, nothing less. In the interview, she said, "I believe in God and the universe so firmly, and it just suddenly became blindingly apparent that now was the time. After a lot of thought, I decided to announce it myself on Twitter because I didn't want it to be turned into anything shocking. Abby leaving is more than a cheap TV ploy." Next, there's one thing she definitely won't be missing. she won't miss the spotlight. She's looking forward to some more time to herself. CBS. While some celebrities live and breathe for their 15 minutes, others can't stand the spotlight. At least that's the case for Perrette. She much prefers to relax on the couch with her dogs, spend time by herself, and go to church, a lifestyle she believes she's earned. And couldn't agree more. Next, this isn't goodbye to Abby forever. Abby will live on through Perrette's charity. The star devotes a lot of time to philanthropic work. Araya Diaz, Getty Images. For Project Angel Food. Perrette loves giving her money away to good causes, and she supports several. So, considering her passion for philanthropy, it's no surprise she's found a way to help others while honoring Abby at the same time. During her interview with CBS News, Perrette told Smith she wanted to encourage girls hoping to follow in Abby's footsteps. So, she set up scholarship funds at her alma mater, Georgia's Valdosta State University, and New York's John Jay College of Criminal Justice, for girls who want to do just that. The program is in honor of Abby, and in honor of young women that want to pursue science and math and forensics, she said. In her mind, is a way to keep Abby alive forever. Check out the cheat sheet on Facebook. Page 2. The Big Bang Theory. CBS. When The Big Bang Theory first premiered in 2007, no one knew it would become the massive phenomenon that it is today. 11th season and going strong, the CBS series remains one of the most popular and widely watched sitcoms on TV. We decided to take a look back at some of our favorite episodes from the show's run so far. While there are obviously a lot to choose from, these 12 episodes, listed in chronological order, are some of the biggest standouts, highlighting the best of Sheldon, Penny, Leonard and the rest of the gang. 1. The Middle-earth Paradigm. Season 1, Episode 6. The guys attend a Halloween party at Penny's apartment, dressed in exactly the kind of nerdy costumes you'd expect. Sheldon as the Doppler effect, Leonard as Frodo, Raj as Thorpe, and Howard as Robin Hood. Needless to say, they don't exactly fit in with Penny's friends, making for a series of hysterically awkward encounters. By the end of the night, Leonard and Penny have shared their first kiss and Raj wakes up in bed with a random girl. The episode is the perfect showcase of what The Big Bang Theory is about, at least in early seasons, 4 nerdy guys trying desperately to fit in and sometimes, against all odds, actually succeeding. 2. The Barbarian Sublimation. Season 2, Episode 3. In this episode, Sheldon gets Penny hooked to the world of gaming by introducing her to the PC game, Age of Conan. Penny, sick of getting nowhere in her personal and professional life, quickly becomes addicted, foregoing hygiene and work to spend days playing, eating Cheetos, and bugging Sheldon for ways to get to the next level. It's one of the best early examples of the funny and unexpectedly warm relationship between Sheldon and Penny, aka Shenny. Plus, Penny realizing that she has to snap out of it while talking to Howard makes for a hilarious moment. 3. The Panty Pinata Polarization. Season 2, Episode 7. More of the best of Sheldon and Penny, after the latter gets 3 behavioral strikes. Sheldon banishes her from their apartment. Unlike Leonard, Raj, and Howard, Penny refuses to apologize, setting off a prank war. She sets off his neurotic tendencies by telling him she's touched his food, while he blocks Penny from using their Wi-Fi. But it's Penny that gets the last laugh. She calls Sheldon's mother, who forces him to apologize. Talk about sweet revenge. 4. The Bath Item Gift Hypothesis. Season 2, Episode 11. It's Christmas time and after finding out that Penny has gotten him a gift, Sheldon finds himself forced to reciprocate the gesture. Without knowing exactly how much she's spent on him, he can't make up his mind and ends up buying a bunch of gift baskets to cover his bases. When it comes time to actually exchange gifts, Penny presents him with something beyond his wildest dreams, a napkin used and signed by Star Trek's Leonard Nimoy. Cue a hilarious Sheldon-sized freakout that results in the rarest of occurrences, a hug from Sheldon to Penny. 5. The Adhesive Duct Deficiency, Season 3, Episode 8. Leonard, Raj, and Howard go on a camping trip to watch a meteor shower, while Sheldon decides to stay home. Once there, the boys accept cookies from some other campers, only to find out they are laced with drugs. They spend the rest of their trip hilariously stoned, telling each other their deepest, and in Howard's case, grossest, and desperately searching for food, which they find in the form of an "I love you" brisket in Howard's backpack. That alone would make for a great episode, but hilarity is also ensuing back in their apartment building. In another classic example of Penny slips in the shower and needs Sheldon's help getting dressed and going to the hospital. When Penny returns on some very strong painkillers, she finally gets to give Sheldon a taste of his own medicine and makes him sing "Soft Kitty." 6. The Einstein Approximation, Season 3, Episode 14. In this episode, Sheldon is once again grappling with a puzzle he can't solve, specifically, a physics problem about electron behavior. After enduring sleepless nights and going to all kinds of crazy lengths to try to find an answer, he decides he needs to take on a menial job that will allow him to free up his mind. He ends up masquerading as a waiter at the Cheesecake Factory where Penny works, where he finally gets his answer. But the true highlight of the episode, when Leonard gets a call in the middle of the night that he has to pick Sheldon up at a local mall, where he is using the plastic balls in a children's ball pit to build carbon atoms. As Leonard desperately tries to get him out of the pit so they can go home, Sheldon keeps diving in and popping out of the balls, shouting, "Gazinga!" 7. The Pants Alternative, Season 3, Episode 18. Sheldon is chosen to receive an award at the university and has to give an acceptance speech. He doesn't like public speaking and tries to back out, but the gang offers to help him. Penny takes him shopping for a new suit, Raj tries to treat him with meditation, and Leonard gives him a psychological assessment. None of it helps Sheldon calm down, and when the night comes, he's so nervous that Penny convinces him to drink. He gets drunk and ends up mooning the audience while on stage, but not before telling this gem of a nerdy joke. A neutron walks into a bar and asks how much a drink is. The bartender says, "For you, no charge." Gazinga! 8. The Staircase Implementation, Season 3, Episode 22. This flashback episode finally gave viewers two of the answers they'd been waiting for: how Sheldon and Leonard first met and how the elevator in their building got permanently broken. Both stories are hilarious, particularly when Leonard recounts all the hoops Sheldon made him jump through just to see the apartment. The episode proves that, yes, believe it or not, there was a time when these guys were even more socially inept. The best moment of the episode, when Leonard walks into his soon-to-be bedroom, see a spray painted from Sheldon's ex-roommate, "Die, Sheldon, die." 9. The Cruciferous Vegetable Amplification, Season 4, Episode 2. When Sheldon works out that he won't live long enough to download his consciousness into a robot body, he attempts to extend his lifespan by changing his diet and eating cruciferous vegetables. When those only serve to give him gas, he instead decides to build a mobile virtual presence device, which leads to countless funny moments. Case in point, Leonard trying to turn off Sheldon while driving his virtual presence to work, and Sheldon trying to figure out how to open his office door, considering his device has no hands. Major bonus, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak appears in one of the show's best cameos. 10. The Prestidigitation Approximation, Season 4, Episode 18. What bugs Sheldon even more than the thought of other people's germs? Finding a puzzle that he can't solve, as seen in this episode. When Howard performs a magic trick, Sheldon, much to his annoyance, can't figure out how it's done. He tries every solution, to no avail, and Howard, enjoying his new power over Sheldon, only continues to rub it in his face. Meanwhile, Priya feels threatened by Penny and tells Leonard to stop hanging out with her. Funniest reveal, the entire gang has been in on Howard's card trick and has just been messing with Sheldon. 11. The Love Spell Potential, Season 6, Episode 23. As the girls plan a trip to Vegas, the boys excitedly organize a Dungeons & Dragons marathon. The trip ends up not working out, thanks to Amy, and the entire group ends up playing the game. Sheldon and Amy take their relationship to the next level after the rest of the group casts a love spell on their game characters. Meanwhile, Raj goes on date with Lucy, a girl who is even more shy than he is. Bonus, Howard brings major laughs as the Dungeon Master, incorporating impressions of celebrities like Christopher Walken and Al Pacino. 12. The Prom Equivalency, Season 8, Episode 8. The girls decide to reenact their high school proms with the guys since no one except for Penny had memorable ones. Sounds like a cheesy premise, but this episode is actually filled with charming and funny moments, as everyone reacts differently to the thought of having a prom. While most are excited, Sheldon is having a panic attack because he knows sex is often a presumed part of prom night. In the end, both central couples have great moments. Leonard and Penny share a sweet dance on the roof, during which they lightheartedly riff on Leonard's insecurities. Meanwhile, as Amy dances around the idea of telling Sheldon that she loves him, he beats her to the punch, leading to one of the sweetest moments in their long-running relationship. Check out the cheat sheet on Facebook.